Hi, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that became a really important part of my recovery after my wrist surgery. So, if you are not aware of my wrist surgery yet and why I had to go under surgery, I will put a link on the top of the video and also in the description for the other episode where I explain why I had to go under surgery. But today, I wanted to talk about something I didn't even know existed. I wasn't aware it is part of my health insurance, and neither I or my husband were aware of this. So, this program is called Hinge Health, and it's basically a virtual physical therapy app that you can use for as long as you want, and there is no cost, additional cost for that. And myself, as his dependent on the health insurance, I also have the right to use this application or this resource. So, to know if you are eligible for this service as well, I will leave the link in the description directly on the website from the Hinge Health. You can check if you are eligible. I will also put a link on the screen so you can scan the code and go straight to the website. And the process to check if you are eligible, it's actually pretty simple. Everything took me less than 24 hours to get a thing sorted. What is funny is that I had already received some letters from them about that before I started with the program. But you don't really give attention to all of the letters that you receive, especially when they are ads. But this one catches my attention exactly because it offers so many possibilities. So there is virtual physical therapy appointment, directly messaging with the physical therapist. So everything inside of the app. You also have workouts, complete workouts ready to be done in the app. And I chose also when I was filling out the form to see if I was eligible, I was saying that I am also interested in topics like perimenopause and menopause because that's the phase that I am going through. So I have my app personalized for what I wanted and what I need, besides of my wrist surgery and the recovery of my hand mobility, which you can see in comparison with the first video. It is much better. And I have to say, it's thank you for Hinge Health for the support and, of course, my physical therapist. And apparently, not a lot of people know about this service neither, because when I was asking my friends, or even my husband was asking at work about this Hinge Health possibility, nobody knew about it. So this is why I decided to bring this up today and show you how the app actually works. One thing that I think it's also important to mention is that once I got my stitches removed, that was 11 days or 10 days after my surgery, my doctor cleared me to start doing already some light exercise, but without holding weights. But I was allowed to start moving again straight after he removed the stitches. When I asked if he would recommend having physical therapy, he said that often the best physical therapy that you can do is starting getting back to your routine as soon as possible. But of course, listen to your body. Going slowly, that doesn't mean go straight back where you were before. So you have to gradually start progressing that. And even though I am a personal trainer, I know my body, I know how to do exercise progression, I know the basics from rehabilitation process. I am not, I don't feel safe to do my own rehabilitation program. So I was looking for an option to have some guidance, some more structured program, some more guidance from a physical therapist. And since I also had physical therapy before the surgery, I had 12 sessions before the surgery. What I really believe it helped me to strengthen the muscles and tendons before the surgery. So now it gets easier to go back to where I was before. I was deciding to, instead of go back to the physical therapy, in-person physical therapy, I decided to give it a try from Hinge Health and see how this program actually works. And since it is online and it's completely covered by my insurance, I don't have any costs for that. So the first thing that I was doing once I was accepted within the program and had downloaded the app was scheduling a virtual consultation directly with the designed physical therapist that is responsible for my program. So we had a 30 minutes call where we talked a lot about the pain, about my issues, what I was afraid of. She gave me so much clear understanding of what kind of discomfort is considered acceptable during recovery. For example, she gave me the tip that when I am doing an exercise and I still have a little bit of pain on the wrist, and you can put it on a scale 3 to 4 out of 10, this is considered normal pain, so you can continue pushing forward. But if you still have pain after the exercise, that means you pushed it too hard. So those kind of knowledge is something that I don't have on the recovery or rehabilitation environment, in the rehabilitation area. So this is why it was for me very important to have a real person that could give me this advice. Yes, we did a consultation. It was everything online. It does not replace an in-person consultation where she will get to test a little bit more or for your mobility. But I truly believe this is a good option. And even if you are not able to go physically to a physical therapist, to go to an in-person appointment, you have this option to do it at home. And they also work together. If you decided, okay, I think I need to see a person, they will work together with this other physical therapist. That's something that my physical therapist from the Hinge Health already told me, that they can work together with what the physical therapist in person recommends, and we will adapt my online program so I can do it at home. So today I thought I would just show you one of my actual physical therapy sessions in real time. This session is part of my current recovery program, and today is the day 32 after surgery. And here you can see I have 14 exercises. Some of the exercises use AI movement tracking, and the app itself guides the entire session. So what I will use for the today's session is a resistance band, which, by the way, I received from Hinge Health as a gift after performing 3 sessions of physiotherapy. They sent you some rewards so for the amount of sessions you are doing, and you get some rewards. I guess I can show you here. They have this Hinge Rewards program, and I already got the resistance band and also the Enzo device, which is against pain. And the next one, with 8 more active sessions, I will get a yoga mat, which I do need a new one. So yeah, they also motivate you to continue doing the program with some rewards. Yeah, for today's workout, or today exercise therapy is 40 minutes, and you will need the resistance band, a door, or I will use my machine to hold the band on it, and a chair, well, the wall and a chair. And like I said, some of the exercises use AI movement tracking. I will do some exercise extra wrong, not in the correct form, so you can see how the app reacts when you do the movement wrong, so it corrects you lifetime. And also what I talked to my physical therapist is that the right bended finger abduction that is showed here with the resistance band, I'm going to be using this finger extension that I was already using in the other workout and the other video that I was showing my first session for physical therapy, because this one gives me more resistance. It is actually, since my other video, a lot of people was asking me about, and I have a set that I will put the link also on the description. It is for the grip strengthener and finger exerciser, and it comes with 3 different levels of exercise. And I am already in a stage that I don't use the light version anymore. I'm already in the blue one, which has a little bit more resistance. So that's a huge step for my recovery. Yeah. So without talking too much, let's get started with the real-time feedback, and you get to see it live. So for today's exercise therapy session, we're going to be using the resistance band in the first exercise. So I have it already ready to go. I'm going to be placing my mobile on the mobile holder that was also coming together with the resistance bands. And like I said, we have real-time feedback with AI. So this is why we needed the camera from the mobile as well. So this is why I'm going to be putting that on the mobile holder. And we're going to get started with the resistance band. The first one is straight arm pull down.
Now, place your phone positioned upright on the floor or a table. You can lean it against a wall, a prop, or place it on a phone stand. Hit the button when you're ready to go. Move your body so it's visible in the frame.
Check it
We
out.
can't see your feet in the frame. Tilt your phone more upright and move back again.
Yeah, she complains when I'm not ready.
Straight arm pull downs. With your right side to the camera, secure a resistance band to the opposite side of a door handle. Stand facing the closed door with the ends of the band in each hand. Pull your hands down toward your hips, then release slowly. Continue with this movement. Continue with this movement. Wall push-ups are next. Stand with your hands on a wall at about chest height and move your feet a few steps back. Bend your elbows and lower your chest toward the wall, then push back up to the start. This rep looks good. This rep looks good. Seated resisted overhead push. Sit with a band under your feet, ends in your hands. You'll be moving your left arm. Move your body so it's visible in the frame.
She's complaining that I'm not.
We can't see your feet in the frame.
It needs to see
Tilt
my
your phone
feet.
more upright and move back again. We can't see your... Press your left hand toward the ceiling, stretching the band, then lower slowly. You're using the opposite side. Shift to the left.
Okay, she recognized that I'm on the wrong side. Oops.
This position looks good. Time to switch sides. Continue this exercise on your right side. Press your right hand toward the ceiling, stretching the band, then lower slowly. Your exercises with Motion Insights are complete. You're ready now to go on your own, returning your camera off.
For the rest of the exercise, I'm doing without the AI,
Banded finger abduction. This
but I
exercise engages
still
the muscles within your hand, which
have the.
support grip strength. Find a table to rest your elbow on, with your fingers held tightly together, and a band wrapped around your fingers.
That's the one I will be
Spread your
doing with
fingers
the.
wide apart, stretching the band with your right hand. Spread your fingers wide apart again. Close your fingers together. Keep going.
This is the one that I decided to do with the grip
This
strengthener
exercise can make it easier to tie your shoes, prepare food, and get dressed.
because it's more
Last one.
comfortable and has
Nice work.
even more resistance
Banded finger abduction.
with the finger
This
exercise.
exercise engages the muscles within your hand, which support grip strength. Find a table to rest your elbow on, with your fingers held tightly together and a band wrapped around your fingers. Spread your fingers wide apart, stretching the band with your left hand. Keep going.
This one I was talking also to my physical therapist that I would repeat twice in the same
This
hand.
exercise can make daily tasks like tying your shoes or preparing food easier.
So I was talking to my physical therapist because I
Last
needed
one.
more on the right side. So I was repeating it
Right hand
twice.
tendon glides. This exercise develops your hand control,
The same
mobility,
with the
and
tendon
strength
glides.
to help with activities like opening a jar. Rest your right elbow on a table with your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Press your fingers and thumb together as if using a sock puppet. Relax and return to the starting position. Fold your fingers flat to your palm. Claw your fingers and thumb toward the base of your fingers. Make a fist, keeping the movement controlled. Again, press your fingers and thumb together. Relax and return to the start. Fold your fingers flat to your palm. Release and return to the start. Claw your fingers and thumb toward the base. Relax and return to the start. Make a fist. Keep going.
Making a fist, it was so hard in the
These
beginning
movements help improve finger dexterity and fine motor skills.
that I'm able to put pressure when I do a fist. It's already a big step.
Try to keep your shoulder relaxed and focus your effort on your hand.
This one I will be repeating also twice in the same hand.
Last one.
And anytime I can pause if I need more time or if I need to prepare the next exercise, I can pause it or I can skip the exercise.
Nice work. Left hand tendon
Like I
glides.
said, this
This
one I'm
exercise
doing twice
develops
on
your
the same
hand
side,
control, mobility,
but
and
today
strength
I'm
to
gonna
help
be
with
just
activities like opening a jar.
skipping it
Rest your left elbow on a table with your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling.
because
Press your
so
fingers.
I can press pause and restart the exercise or skip the exercise at any time. So I will just skip
Up
this one
next is trap stretch.
and we're gonna be
This
doing
motion stretches your neck.
the next one.
Find a chair to sit in and grab the side of your chair with your target, side hand, or sit on that hand. Place your hand on the target side of your head and gently pull your head over and down toward your shoulder. Hold here for 10 seconds.
This one feels so good.
Return to the starting position. Last one on this side. Return to the start. Switch to your other side.
This one, I even prefer to do that
Place your hand on the side of
standing.
your head and gently pull your head over and down toward your shoulder. Hold the stretch.
This one is a little bit more challenging with my hand because that's the hand that I had the surgery.
Return to the starting position. Last one.
Putting pressure on this wrist is still challenging, but it's comfortable.
Great job.
Hmm.
Wrist side bends. This exercise improves wrist mobility and eases muscle tension in your hand, wrist, and arm. Sit in a chair with your forearm resting on a table with your palm facing down. Bend your wrist so the pinky side of your hand moves away from your body. Keep going. Last one on this side. Switch to your other arm. With your palm facing down, bend at your wrist so the pinky side of your hand moves away from your body. Keep going. Last one. Nice work.
Yeah. And that concludes the therapy session for today. As you can see, I have been doing that already. That's my 14th session today. And I have been doing that 5 times a week. I was talking to my physical therapist. She recommends between 3 to 5, but that is a workout that can be done every day. So I was talking to her and she said, yeah, I totally can do it every day. And I'm starting with 5 days a week. But from now on, I'm going to do it every day without interruptions because I wanted to get back stronger as soon as I can. So at the end of every session, I can adjust my next exercise session. That's the below part of the screen that you are seeing in there. So once I say that one exercise was too easy or too hard, it will automatically be this one, for example, is too easy, and I will submit that change. She will adapt the exercise for the next session. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing that I didn't expect that the app also has is wellness and educational content. And of course, with the rewards, I'm on my way to get my yoga mat. And on the end of each session, I always have educational content that I can either read it now in this phase of the after the my therapy session, or I also can complete this task. And if I go to explore and I have the tab education, I have my articles in there and I can see all of the articles. And this one now was this one, the neural highway. So I can read it again. So I can read it after the session or I can read it afterwards. And they have tons of things for education, but also for exercise. For example, like I said, I have interest in perimenopause and menopause. They also have breathing and meditation, which I have been also doing some meditation sessions every day. So you choose how long you want to do, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They have a breathing and meditation. So it is a lot of information. And if you want to have motion insights from another exercise that was not covered during your physical therapy session, they have a whole session in the app where you can also check personalized insights of your form using the same procedure that you just saw using AI. So yeah, today is actually the day 32 after my surgery, and you can see that my mobility is much better than the first day that I was coming here and showing that. So this is already a big improvement to me. I am definitely still not fully recovered. I'm still in the process, but seeing that every day and seeing that I can have that literally on the palm of my hand, so much information, it's really makes me feel safe that I am doing the right things to get my mobility back. And I had no idea that this kind of service was available. I didn't know that. My husband didn't know that. A lot of people that we have been talking to about it didn't know about this. So this is why I decided to bring it up today. I hope this video helps other people to realize that they can have a really trustful and quality service for absolutely no cost. So this video is not sponsored. I wish I would be. Maybe Hinge Health will listen to that. But if you know someone that is in pain or that needs assistance from physical therapy, if you have a back pain, knee pain, I'm doing that for my hand. That's the program that is specifically for me. But they can help with knee pain, back pain, or even pelvic floor exercises and pelvic floor pain, or to strengthen those muscles. So if you know someone, let them know. I hope this video will really reach a lot of people that need this kind of service. And if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. I am sharing not only my wrist recovery, but I also have a full workout plan that is also designed for beginners or for people that wants to start over again, like myself, after an injury, or that just don't know where to start. I even have my band and body workout that is a full plan that you can do 3 times a week over on my app, and it's also free and it's available on the description of this link. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. Spread the good news, and I will see you on the next video.